And hello everybody, welcome back to Matchday 12, I believe. I'm gonna be your host and cast Rydro along with Beastly Steven. How's it going?
Hello, welcome everyone. I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Roger?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. It's great to have you again on the casting desk.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, we're gonna start our series with Karnos eSports versus Vicious, but sadly it seems like we're gonna start with a missing player for Vicious, so it's gonna be 2v3 like from the beginning all the way to the end. I have no idea how this one's gonna go end up like.
Hold on a minute. Everyone's gone into the spectator side, so I don't know if they've managed to get the late participant to bulk up, so it is a 3v3 maybe.
I believe there was once where it was like 2v3, but the team who was like missing a player, they actually managed to win that game. So who knows? Like it might be possible, like in Rocket League.
Oh, anything's possible in Rocket League, yeah. Amount of times where we've seen the underdog come back to it, but everyone's gone into the spectator mode.
Yeah, I mean, if it happened before, like even if it happened once, well, who knows? It could happen at least maybe once, or I think like even if it happened once for Vicious, I think they're definitely gonna be happy with that because at least it's better than getting swept, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely. Well, there we go. So we got the teams starting to join in now. So we have the 3v2 situation, 3 for Karnos, 2 for Vicious. And we start for the first game with the 2 players. It's going to be very difficult for Vicious to get anything from the game, but we have seen it happen before. As we see Sam go up, Violin and Azor need to be very careful, need to work extremely well with each other. No mistakes here for either team. As we see Jusk across the top bar and Harrigan half a minute in, and it's 1-0 to the team of 3.
I mean, of course, there's gonna be a lot of limitations, especially like when it comes to those passing plays. Like if you're gonna be passing it to your teammate, well, there is nobody gonna be in the back, so you're gonna be very, very careful. It's like you're gonna have to try to survive and just maybe be patient and just wait for a mistake to happen. This is like the most that you can ever do, and not only that, but you also have to make no mistake. And speaking of mistake, there seems like almost a great chance for Vicious right there to get an equalizer, but still.
Yeah, Violin trying to go for it and just couldn't get it there. We're now with Sam, who's pushing up on this left-hand side, more to the centre, trying to deuce. Azor unable to do so. Now Azor striking from distance and scores!
A long shot from the midfield, like you don't really expect this to be happening. Like they're already in a disadvantage, but they had like 3 players, yet nobody was there in the back. This is disastrous.
Karnos won't be too worried though, they still have 4 minutes and the man advantage. So we're back where we started with the scores a level. Azor now taking it to the side. Harrigan trying to get it away from the danger zone. And now into Vicious's danger zone across the backboard. Sam hits it back again. It's still bouncing around. Just tried to be fancy. Sam and just saves the ball!
What is happening? We're just like 1 minute and basically 1 minute and 30 seconds in, and it's just like so many things are going on just from both sides at the moment.
And there we go, Jusk with the goal to make it 2-1 to Karnos after that save earlier. 3 minutes 22 left on the clock and 2-1 up for Karnos. Karnos in a great position in the league so far, 5th position, 21 points. This could have been a close game if we had 3v3, and oh, there we go! That's the 3rd goal in.
They just can't save themselves, you know. There's like so many shots going on back and forth. They can't really do anything because okay, if you're gonna be clearing the ball, there's gonna be another one who's just waiting for the touch to be made, and they're just like outnumbering them right now. So of course they're gonna be in a good spot, and they can easily apply the pressure without having to worry so much about the defensive rotation or just maybe having a third man at the back.
Yeah, you gotta think, in the minds of Karnos, this is 3 points gained. Being a man up, 3-1 up in the first game, they're gonna see this as 3 points gifted, really.
However, just getting denied so early by Jusk. It's gonna be Harry again off the corner. Now Azure having to clear this one away. It's not gonna be a great touch, and Jusk already airborne. He puts this one in. They don't miss. They are just not messing around. They really want to make it to the playoff. They don't really care if it's gonna be 2v3.
They are not taking any liberties with the team of two. They just want to dominate, they want to embarrass, and they want to put down the team of Vicious. They want to get their goal difference higher. They haven't got the best in the league, but they haven't got the worst in the league, and it's 5
way.
there.
Jusk with a hat-trick, and he just gets another goal as well. It's just really nice pass coming from Sam, and there's like a huge gap in the defense, and they couldn't really cover it up fast enough, and that's gonna be 5-1 on the board.
It'd be interesting to see the highest point tally, the highest goals in a game, because we could be seeing a new record here in Ligaraketa.
I think I've seen double digits so before. Like maybe you're gonna see something bigger than that. You know, like maybe 13, 14. I don't think we have seen this one before, but who knows what's gonna happen. Like we have some kind of games where it's like a player will be missing, but that doesn't really last very long. Like if anything else, it's just gonna be like until the middle of the game. But like from the beginning of the series all the way to the end, I have never seen anything like that. So for Vicious, this is gonna be a crucial time for them to try and survive.
Definitely, and we've got to think, how hard are Karnos gonna go? Are Karnos gonna let up, or is Karnos just gonna want to keep scoring and scoring and scoring?
I think they're just, if anything else, they're just going for the Brazil. Because they're, of course, winning this. There's like 1 minute and a half, and of course that's not gonna be enough for 2v3 situation. So I think they could just stop scoring at this point, just let this one be over as fast as possible. But I think they're just trying to farm goals as much as possible to, you know, get to climb the standings and put themselves in a much safer spot.
Definitely, as we see right now in this league, there are 3 teams all on 21 points. Karnos on top of those teams and with 21 points through the goal difference. But if Karnos gets a win here, and that's the Brazil 7-1, if Karnos gets the win here, which looks like it's going to happen quite convincingly, they could go 4th by the end of the day, providing that we Dem Kidz do not beat Eagles or draw with.
Exactly, there are like so many questions we could have for the next series, but for at the moment it's like, okay, they got the Brazil, but that wasn't enough apparently.
If we look at the scores so far, Jusk with the 4 goals.
Not sure if I have seen Jusk playing before, but he's really good at receiving those passes, and it's just like his shooting accuracy is just top notch from what I've seen.
We've got just the 1 minute remaining. Karnos would probably want to get into double figures. Looks like they want more goals. As well as to toy and play a little bit. Violin!
No way, no way.
Violin getting destroyed in the corner there by Sam.
I mean, look at Sam, it's just like, it's already 2v3, but he's still going for those bumps. It just make it a 3v1. It just, they don't stop. This is crucial for Vicious. You know, I can't help but feel really bad for this situation.
A great pass from the kickoff to take it to the right hand side. The cross comes in, unable to capitalise on that to make it 10. We're into the last 30 seconds now. Team Vicious still trying to attack. But we're straight back up with Karnos. Across in the middle. Unable to get the finishing product. But again, Harrigan putting it to the middle. Jusk, shot on target. Goal. 10-1. Game over, but we thought that 2 minutes ago.
They are not stopping, and look at the shot coming from Jusk. It just came off the wall like that. You know, you don't get the best kind of shot like that, even though it wasn't really powerful. But it's like he still made it to be on target, and it still went in, and nobody was there to defend their net. And that's gonna be 10-1 already. It's gonna be 11 right now with just Sam. Anybody else from Karnos, they are not stopping. They're just relentless.
Oh. I think they've given up, in all honesty. I think Vicious have given up, and this is going to do absolutely wonders for Karnos' goal difference going into the league. As we know, the league is very tight as it is. 7 points between first and
still up.
8th.
Oh, it's halfway in. Okay, so it seems like the gravity helping them a lot when it comes to make that save. But so we're gonna move to the next game. I mean, Vicious, they got a goal at least in the game, which is surprisingly, I wasn't really expecting a single goal for Vicious, especially when they're just moving against Karnos. And from what you have seen from Dusk, just look at this: 5 goals and 4 assists. This is maybe a bit too much when it comes for one-man job in 3v3.
And if you think the implications on the goal difference, they won 11-1 this round, so if we take 10 goals from each game, maybe 40 goal difference, that will put them near top for goal difference. Only Egomaniacs with the best goal difference in the league with 78 there. And we are going into the second game now.
I mean, it's not only the goal difference; it's also like getting a sweep as well. And this is, I think, in my opinion, like getting a sweep is more important than the goal differential.
Definitely, you always want to get that 4-0. You always want to make sure that you're the most dominant you can be. As we kick off now, again, Vicious backs to the wall already. Looking for an early push though. On the right hand side, Azor missing that. Over to Sam now. Sam trying to make a play, but Violin gets there. Jusk now on the ball. Starting to put pressure on the 2-man side of Vicious.
If you look at Sam, he's still harassing the defenders for Vicious. He just isn't stopping with those physical plays. Even though he's just not really having the ball, he's still having something to offer. Like just maybe bumps and demos to take out the last defender, to create the space for his teammate to go ahead and have a free goal, basically.
And that shows a very good teammate and a very good team dynamic, that they do never give up. So even if they're 10-0 up, they're still going to fight for it. And there's the first goal from Harrigan there. Open goal. Easy as you like. Harrigan there with the first goal a minute in.
You know, maybe just like at least hope it won't be as many goals as like in the previous game. You just like to at least just focus in the defense, and you just let the chances to flow naturally at you. And just Valenty is getting a goal right off the kickoff right there, and Sam just isn't moving at all. It just Valenty waits for the ball to be bouncing with the corner. He still managed to beat that defender who just rotated all the way back.
Definitely there. So we're 1-1 now, 5 seconds after the opening goal, and we're leveled it up. But as we saw last game, it didn't stay 1-1 for very long. Azor in dreamland there.
Okay, first it was Sam, now it's like Hazard. Seems like they're taking turns when it comes to being AFK.
Sam there with a punt straight from kickoff. Harrigan now taking it off and hitting the post on the right. Sam trying to bring it back in. Unable to do so. Oh, could there be possibly an own goal? No, just hitting it away from that goal. Harrigan now trying to air dribble it, but Azor cutting him out as quickly as possible. Just now in the air, taking it to the left side of goal, looking to get another tap on it, which he does. It's now the left side of centre, right into the centre now, Jusk.
Really dangerous when you see Just having the ball. Like, if you look at his play from the previous game, the play was showing off, like, whether when it comes to the shooting or just even those passing plays. So it's really dangerous when you see the ball just at in Just hands. So you just want to change him as fast as possible. And I think for Vicious, they're just not really playing as defensive as you'd be expecting when they like have less player in the team. So they're still pushing and just trying, which is a really good sign for them. Actually, they're just not really giving up just because it's 2v3. They're still trying to get something done, whether if it's from the midfield control or just maybe trying to push and have some kind of early aggression going on.
Definitely, and we've seen the aggression from Karnos here as well, with many demolitions over the first game and so far in this game, which I'm sure Vicious will not be happy about, especially down to the 2 players that they have anyway, just with that extra problem with getting demolished and going down to a 1v3 in for a little while. And we look there, beautiful centre ball, Azor a great save, but the 2 men are showing that they are only 2 men, and a 3rd goal goes in for Karnos eSports.
It just didn't last long. You see so many shots were coming in, and just they tried their best to keep the ball out of the orange side, but they just couldn't really keep up. Like, eventually they're either going to be running out of boost or just they're not going to get a solid touch because the ball was like so close in front of the box, so just it doesn't leave them like a lot of time to get maybe to react accordingly. But it just Karnos eSports, they make it 4-1, and I was like actually thinking about, okay, maybe 2-1, that wasn't bad if you just want to compare it to the previous game, but never mind. It seems like Karnos is just doing their job again.
Definitely, and you saw that explosion right there for that goal. I'm sure Vicious will not be happy about that, but it is in the game, it's part of the game, and there's a reason why it's in the game. Jusk now, maybe just toying a little bit, having a little bit of fun. He can afford to, they're in a winning position. It doesn't look like they are going to let this slip. 5-1 now to the unstoppable team of Karnos eSports.
You know, I was talking about how like good they try to control the midfield and just be aggressive and just not really give them so much space, but it seems like now they have already given up again. They just had at least 2-1. It's like, at least, even if it's a loss, but at least like losing 2-1 better than having like a Brazil or something, because you're gonna be putting yourself even lower when it comes to the standings. So it's not just the loss, but also gonna be counting the goals differential.
Definitely. Now, Vicious being anything but vicious on the field today. Unfortunately, only with the 2 players, and there isn't too much we can commentate on it other than another goal for Karnos eSports there. Every goal a carbon copy of the last, due to the fact that there's just not really much competition for Karnos, and that's not a dig at Vicious, it's just in Rocket League, a 2v3 is so hard to play. You need to be so there to get anything from it.
Exactly, like you have to be like 100% perfect, you know, like okay, just maybe not to have any kind of aggression in the passing plays, but at least if you're just able to defend, you're able to keep your opponent scoreless, you're still in a good spot, and you just wait for the chance to come out for you. You just maybe wait for your opponents to double commit, for example, so you don't really have to push really hard in the offense. As long as just gonna be focusing on the defense and you're doing so well at that, you might still have a bit of a chance for you to maybe get a win. But from what you have seen, it's like, I don't think that's gonna ever happen.
Definitely. Now, we've got to think on Vicious's point of view, it could be damage limitation here for their goal difference. They might just want to keep the scores minimal and as close as possible just to protect that. They came into the game with -18, and if they don't start tightening it up, they could end up with triple that.
Well, I believe, wait, like, from the rules of, like, at ligaraketa, it's like, if they lose 3 games, they could actually forfeit the last one, so they don't really have to play it. So this is like the second game, and they have to go through one more game, and until I believe they would actually be able to forfeit.
Definitely. So we that was actually a lot closer game, in all fairness, for the team of Vicious. 6-3 there. That one finished. Going into the third game, which could very well be that final game. As we wait for the players to join. Oh. As we have just got to wait one moment, maybe.
Like, it's not that bad. Like 6-3, it's like a lot better than 11-1 or something, you know. So for Vicious, like I say, just you don't really have to be focusing at scoring. Just focus at preventing your opponents to score, and that's how you could, like, at least have something to do.
Definitely. Now we're just going to have to reset this as one of the players has lost connection, so we're just going to have to back out and restart the third match. It hasn't kicked off yet at all, so we can just reset this. We're just waiting for that player. And I believe we have everyone in for the last game of, or could be the last game of, Karnos eSports versus Vicious.
Yeah, I think everybody's in.
And we'll look to start. Unfortunately, Harrigan's in an online game apparently, so we can't start off
Quite yet. So while he just leaves the game, we can get this started, and we can. There we go.
You know, maybe he's taking, like, the chance to get more goals maybe a bit too seriously, so. But never mind, we're gonna start our third game of the series. And I believe, like, if Vicious get to lose, they will be able to forfeit, and they don't really have to play the last game of the series. So like I said, at least you want to focus at preventing your opponents from scoring. You don't really have to try to do anything really flashy in the offense or anything.
Definitely, as we start in the first 20 seconds of this third match with the pressure completely on Vicious there.
Sam with the demo again, it just isn't stopping. It's like trying to make a 3v1 again.
Definitely, as we look now with Vicious trying to put a little bit of pressure on, trying to maybe sneak a goal quickly. If Vicious could get a quick goal here and then just defend for their lives, they could possibly snatch a point in this series.
I mean, yeah, it's possible, but, like, if you look at the play, there's a player named Sam, and I don't think that he's gonna let Vicious do that, because he's still harassing the defenders, just preventing them from defending at ease. And Karnos eSports, they go on the lead again. Dusk, this time again, he's just gonna be the player who's gonna be putting his team on the lead.
Yeah, so a little bit of pressure from Vicious there, but Karnos not wanting any of that. Turned on the engines, fired up the boost, and put them 1-0 up there. As we kick off again, another strong start from Karnos there, straight into the half of Vicious, while Harrigan looks to get it across. Jusk there with a shot, saved by Azor. Azor to the right-hand side of their goal as they try to push up Violin with the hit across the backboard. Over to Azor. Azor taking it to the left-hand side of the field. Jusk there with the defense, taking it more to the center. Now to the left-hand side of the field. A beautiful hit there. Is there a goal? No, Azor with a save.
That touch was off the wall. It was like so dangerous. And also you can see that I believe Sam just maybe went for a fake and just trying to get a redirect, but it was almost in. That read from Jusk, it was just incredible.
A little bit of miscommunication there from Karnos, hitting against each other's cars, which has opened it up for Vicious for an attack that came to nothing. Harrigan now getting the ball back, looking to make it 2-0, unable to do so. Violin with the save, and just relentless pressure here from Karnos.
Again, just getting a catch. He gets bumped right away, preventing him from getting his dribbling play to be done.
Yeah, simple save there from Violin. Now on the attack, but has been dispossessed. Now just hitting it dangerously back to his own goal with Sam there, luckily, to stop a calamity, really.
You know, that was questionable, but you can see that they're not really panicking in the defense. They're just staying still. And speaking of panic, Violent G just is going to be the player who's going to tying up the game 1-1. We're just halfway in the game.
Yeah, those not panicking moments, the laid-back attitude of Karnos eSports in this third game has made them concede a goal. Halfway through, it's 1-1. As we said earlier, Vicious could nick a goal and then defend for their lives. They could get something.
Maybe it could be a kick-off goal or something, but never mind. We're not going to see anything like that yet. It's going to be Jusk, once again, just coming from the corner, just trying to add the pressure. We have seen him showing up so many times in the offense. We have said Jusk name so many times after Karnos eSports get to score something.
Yeah, Jusk really the talisman in today's game, and what a goal from Sam there. Sam there off the side, off the backboard, tapped it with his nose, bounced to the ground and in the top right corner. A beautiful goal, a beautiful play.
Not only that, but also the boost management. He managed to have enough boost to keep him going on for such a play and get the second touch of the wall to put the ball on target.
Sam there trying to make Rocket League look even prettier than it already is, was unable to do so. The ball in the half of Karnos with Jusk and Sam playing around a little bit, not taking it too seriously. Violent G with the fake for Azor, who takes the shot, but Harrigan saves.
Sam, oh, he's out-goaling on purpose. What's happening?
Sam there with the own goal. A beautiful own goal, almost.
I mean, there's no denial. The power in the shot was just beautiful and it didn't even bounce on the ground. But Harrigan just tried to clear it away, but as soon as the ball just went in the air, there was like Sam just putting the ball on his own net.
Sam there after scoring a beautiful goal less than a minute before, and a very, very convincing first couple of matches. Maybe felt sorry for the embarrassment that they dealt Vicious and said, here, have a goal. It's not all bad.
You know, I think there still might be a chance for Vicious if they just keep on defending. And when it's like overtime, if they would be maybe lucky enough to get a goal, and you know, like after like getting a goal in overtime, well, you're gonna get the win no matter what. So
a double demo there to leave Harrigan an open free net, jumping from his own half, not leaving the ball through the air all the way into the goal.
Not only that, but the defender was jumping, he was already there, but Sam was still able to snipe him in the air to get the demo and prevent him from going for the challenge, and Harrigan got a very easy goal right there. It's gonna be Sam once again, but he's gonna be the player who's gonna be scoring and not getting a demo.
Yeah, from 2-2. Karnos there just applying the pressure just a little bit. 2 goals in the space of 15 seconds. And the points, as we would have thought, with the man advantage and how the first couple of games have gone, will be going to the team of Karnos eSports. And really putting them in a great position in that top part of the table.
Just 15 seconds right now for Vicious. Just let the timer hit 0. It's
They're
gonna
not...
be Harrogate going for the shot. Oh, just going for the top corner, but as they're still able to save it. 5 seconds. And again, we're still seeing demos coming from Sam. The ball is still alive. Harrogate looking for the pass and just trying to get the read. But still is gonna be getting beat. And okay, that's gonna be 3-0 for Karnos. And I believe we could see a forfeit because there is no point in going on.
No, definitely looks like it will finish that there 3-0 for Karnos eSports in that comprehensive victory with only the 2 players of Vicious that were taking part, unfortunately, for Vicious and fans of Vicious.
You know, I have so much respect for Vicious for at least trying, and they just like didn't really want to forfeit so early. You know, like at least they still wanted to try their best and try to get even at least 1 goal every game or something. So there's still huge respect for Vicious for still trying the series, even though it's 2v3 situation.
Yeah, so the points there go to Karnos eSports as they climb the table. Depending on the results of the next game, Karnos could go above We Dem Kidz, but We Dem Kidz will be facing Eagles coming up next.
And welcome back everybody to the second series. We're gonna start it off right now. We got Dem Kidz versus Eagles. We're gonna start our first game right now, so without any further ado, if you guys have any predictions in the chat, just let us know. For me, I'm expecting 4-0, but Beasley7 he's expecting 3-1, and we're about to find out because the only way to know the answer is just look at the games and see how it's gonna turn out like. You know, there's like so many things that could be happening where you're just least expecting them, you know.
Definitely, yeah. So we've got one of the very dominant teams in ligaraketa here with Dem Kidz in 4th place with 23 points. With 7 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses to their name. Who almost went 1-0 down there. Ramsey with the shot. Vladimir with the double save there. Against the Eagles team, who have struggled so far in Season 4 of ligaraketa. Sitting currently in 14th place, but nearly another goal for the underdog side.
It wasn't open net, it just hit the post. Maybe just a bit of panic, just maybe expecting somebody to go for a demo or something. I think he just completely rushed his shot, and that could have been the leading goal.
Yeah, maybe a little bit scared in front of goal, knowing that their competition is one of the best teams in the league.
You know, I think also Eagles, they really need to get a solid, quick start to help them out to stay confident in the series and just do their best all the way to the end, because they have potentials, but sadly just nothing has been showing for so long, and it's really hard to have some faith anymore because we're just getting very close to the conclusion, and if you're not very close to top 6, well, it's gonna be really difficult for you to actually make it to the playoffs.
But there, good save there from Firm from the Eagles side, who have started this game very well. The team that has only won 1 game so far this season does not look like that team. They look like they're playing very well at the start of this match, 2 minutes in, and it's been very, very level. We're sitting at 0-0 with a cross into the box, but Vladimir able to hit it away onto that left-hand side of the field. A little bit of miscommunication there. Ramsey almost centering it for Dem Kidz. Matroda though.
Now Maniac there just trying to take the ball out to the corner. It's gonna be sent back to Ferm once again, which is this is very close play coming from Eagles, which I'm really surprised. And just as I say, it's gonna be Matruda getting an air dribble.
Commentators cursed there from the both of us after praising Eagles. They go 1-0 down from a good shot from Matruda.
You know, maybe I changed my mind. I still believe in Eagles. This is a really good start, even though they just went down by 1 goal, but they're just keeping this very, very close until like halfway of the game, and this is still a really good sign for Eagles. So
yeah, we're
still not end of the board, and we're still very early. Just 2-0 again. The caster jinx. Oh my god.
Maybe the experience from the top dogs, or one of the top dogs of the division there. 2-0 now to Dem Kidz. Kicking off again halfway through this game, and Dem Kidz maybe not sharing the lion's share of the possession, but has got the 2 goals that, well, goals win games, and they're getting them, Eagles aren't.
Like the miscommunication happening a lot for Eagles right now, but still somewhat they're still having some decent control.
Ramsey there.
It's gonna be Pearl.
Over to
Now
Manja.
it's gonna be
Pearl hitting it up in the air, following in by Vladimir, who misses it, maybe deliberately. Over to Pearl, who couldn't get anything on that, and Vladimir also missing it. Matrodo now on that left-hand side, and another bit of miscommunications from Eagles to open the goal up.
Oh no, a backflip coming from Eagles in the defense. The ball, you see, like it wasn't really powerful or anything. It's gonna be insane by just maybe a double jump and just slight boosting, and that's gonna be it. But still, it just the panic after like so many moments where they just get to mistrust each others and just don't really communicate well, and just biting them very hard every single time.
Yeah, Vladimir now hitting it down on the side of Eagles, looking for a fourth goal, unable to do so. Ramsey taking the ball away, but straight to Matroda, who nicks it off the nose, pumps it into the middle of the goal on the top part.
You just wish things kept going like how it started. You know, like Eagles, they just started very well, keeping things very close, and it's just like one goal only. And now they're just like have already given up, and they're just welcoming in so many shots from 1-0 to 4-0 just 1 minute only. This is not the best start that I was expecting from Eagles, especially from what I've seen, how they managed to keep everything close at the beginning, and that's gonna be 5-0 right now as I was just speaking. Every time just speaking, just like it just the curse gets to work for the opposing team, and 5-0 right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of miscommunication in the camp of Eagles there. Not flying as high as they want to. Sitting at the bottom of the table, 5-0 down against one of the best teams in the division. Pearl now with a good shot on target, but Ramsey with the save and the demolition as well going in there.
I just want to try your best to shake it off and do your best in the next game, because this is disastrous. They had it in the beginning where it's like it just took 1 or 2 goals and those miscommunications and like everything else just started showing all over again.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes very close. The latest 2 minutes not so close. 6 goals conceded in about 2 minutes here. Not great for Eagles as Pearl hits it to the right side, trying to center it, but the save coming in from Ramsey. I'm having real troubles saying his name, Matroda. Pearl with the save.
I mean, I don't blame you. Some of those names could be really difficult to pronounce. We also got Maniac Bear, for example. I also struggled at the beginning, but it's like a Y instead of J, so
I've got a lot to learn with the names.
Time to get used to it.
We Dem Kidz have taken the first round very comprehensively. 1-0 to We Dem Kidz. At the end of that, with Matroda with the 4 goals and the MVP there.
Like I said, Eagles will. I can't believe in them. Like, if you look at their amount of their shots, they still had it at the beginning. Maybe they just need to do something about their mentality, because like 1 goal or 2 goals, it's just like that's like the end of the world for them. They just like it seems like they just stop trying because, you know, they just get to make 1 mistake or just 2 mistakes, and that can affect them really, really bad. And it just, you know, like they had the potential at the beginning. I was like, this is like a whole different Eagles from what I've seen, but it just didn't end up that way.
Definitely, they came out all guns blazing. 2 goals go in, their heads went down, and a 6-0 deficit there. We've got Matroda now turning it into the centre. Vladimir looking to put an early goal, unable to do so. Hits the right side of the backboard as Pearl goes up, tries to centre it, but Ramsey's going to get there, punts it forward, only to Matroda now, who tries to find Pearl, who does. Pearl trying to do some magic, and it's open in the middle of the goal. Vladimir scores.
Communication always pay off. Look at this. It just a slight touch to drop down the ball, and you can see the pass from Pearl to right in the middle, and there was the shot coming from Matroda to put the ball in, or just I believe it was Vladimir. Excuse me.
Yeah, half a minute in, and already We Dem Kidz 1-0 up. Although they're having a little bit of trouble in the front of their own goal, and able to get it away firm with the demolition on Matroda. But Vladimir looking to score it, but it's not Vladimir, it's Pearl to make it 2-0.
Okay, maybe Vladimir wasn't able to make the shot, but Pearl, just look at him, he's still able to get the touch that was needed and the accuracy. You can see that it's not easy to get those kind of shots, actually. Like, just have to make it from the side, and it's really difficult to put the ball on target. But it's beautiful to see how every player from We Dem Kidz, they're just all involved in every kind of offensive play, and now Vladimir makes it 3-0 in just 1 minute only.
Yeah, not a great start from Eagles. 52 seconds in and sitting at 3-0 down. They're going to really need to do something. Just before that last goal went in, Ramsey had a great opportunity to score, but missed the ball and opened it up for Dem Kidz. And again, another good kickoff from Eagles, but unable to get the end result of a goal.
Gonna be Eagles right now just trying to get something done. It's gonna be Maniac Bear just as he just pushes, it's gonna be a bump to put him out of the play. It's gonna be Ramsey with a pre-jump. Is able to get the touch, but it's gonna be followed by Maniac Bear. Almost went on target.
Yeah, great save there from the team of Dem Kidz. Matroda now looking to do something, unable to. Vladimir looking to put it in centre, but firm with a nice punt away straight over to Dem Kidz half. Dem Kidz going to have to look to take it out now, which they can. A miss from the Eagles player. And a pinch with the wall to send it over to the Eagles side. Pearl with a shot that just misses. And now Vladimir...
Oh no, he just pinched the ball out of the orange side, and now they just have to find a way to center the ball one more time.
Great
Timing
attack.
could be really tricky, and he just tried to pinch the ball like that, so you can't really blame him for not being able to put the ball on target.
No, great attacking play there from Dem Kidz, who are looking for a fourth in this one-sided affair, unfortunate to say so far, but a great punt upfield, not on target though. Matroda trying to get something on that, unable to. Firm hits it. Pearl and Vladimir collectively hits it away. Vladimir now attacking the Eagles half, but a great save there. And it's really end-to-end stuff so far in the last minute or so.
Oh, another shot. This one just almost on target. You know, like, Dem Kidz, they have already 3-0, but they're still pushing really hard, and this is great to see. They're just not stopping down anytime soon. A huge mistouch coming from the defense of Eagles, and Bill putting the ball in.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do. Firm hitting it to the side.
But look at this chaos. It's just like so many cars just going for the ball, like especially after the demo, like you're barely able to see what's going on, but Bill was still able to put the ball on target. That's just incredible, honestly.
Well, a bad kickoff there for Dem Kidz, but able to sort it out and turn it into their favour to make it 5-0. What looked to be a bad kickoff. Over to Madroda. Pearl playing two of the Eagles, breaking their axles and scoring the 5th goal in the game. 2 minutes left.
5-0. 2 minutes left. You know, it's kind of getting worse actually for Eagles. So it's really difficult. Like, I get to see this happening so many times. Like, I believe last time I also saw Eagles playing, they had a game where they just started to show up. Maybe not at their max potentials, but they're still putting a really good play and good show in general. They were having their offensive plays, communication as well, but it seems like they just give up so quickly, and this is really crucial. Like, yeah, your mindset and mentality is just like, it has so much kind of impact on your play, not just your mechanics and everything else. It's just if you're confident and you believe in yourself, even though that might sound a bit cheesy, it still can affect you either positively or just negatively.
Definitely a lot of Rocket League is mentality as well as skill. If your head's in the game, you're going to believe in yourself to do those moves that maybe if you're having a bit of doubt, maybe if you're 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 down, you wouldn't go for. But another attack from Matroda, saved by the Eagles player. Eagles looking to come on the attack now on the left-hand side, but it's been very quickly dismantled by Dem Kidz, and a quick counter-attack with Vladimir at the end, the man that you don't want.
Another mistouch coming from Ramsey right there. And also Fermi, look at him, it's just like, I think he slowed down just trying to rely on his teammates right there, which is good. Okay, he's just like trying to trust his teammate. But that mismatch was just crucial and just left barely any time remaining for Firm to make this one up, and it's gonna be 7-0. It just Pearl isn't stopping. 4 goals already in just 30 seconds left. We Dem Kidz aren't even stopping.
Yeah, We Dem Kidz 7-0 up, looking to take that second game. Very well. I had my prediction as 3-1 to We Dem Kidz. I'm hoping Eagles get a snatch, don't get the sweep. Just so I'm right.
Yeah, I mean, we will see. Like, who knows what's gonna happen, you know?
Oh, and
Okay.
Eagles completely out of their nest, not knowing where they are, what they're doing. Matroda, a simple goal in an open net to take it to 8, and you got to think, what are Eagles thinking right now? What are Eagles going to change to stop this onslaught, stop this brutality from a We Dem Kidz team who are firing on all cylinders?
Honestly, I just think they just need better communication and just a positive mindset, honestly, because they're able to get so many plays and they managed to keep the game very close at the beginning, which is really good. It really shows how they have what it takes, but they can't really put it together. They just struggle to do so.
Definitely, and We Dem Kidz take that second round there to make it 2-0 between the two sides. As we go into the third game. Uh-oh.
You know, this definitely has to be the wake-up call for Eagles. At least get one win, and maybe at the last game you're gonna be able to get a draw in the series.
Yeah. There we go, and we are all back and ready. For the third game with We Dem Kidz 2-0 up right now. As we kick off here, We Dem Kidz with the pressure on from the start, taking it on the right hand side. Firm missing though, over to Ramsey, who couldn't do anything with it. Metrodo there. Metrodo still in the middle, Vladimir hitting it up into the center and then away, unfortunately. But over to Pearl, who's gone right back center and is looking for Vladimir. Vladimir can't get there, but Pearl keeping the pressure on and hit away by Firm to stop that attack.
Now Firm is just trying to turn it all the way around. It's gonna be a really nice passing play coming from Eagles. Everybody got involved in this one. You can see that Firm just putting the ball to the walls, and Ramsey, okay, maybe he just didn't really mean to do that, but still Maniacville was able to get the read and get the follow as fast as possible. So for Eagles, this is a really good start. They already got 1-0 in the third game, and this could be the time where they just stay positive and just keep on doing what they're doing right now.
Get a result here, and it is all for the last game. If they could make it 2-1, then they could steal a point from We Dem Kidz, and let me tell you, that'll have more of an impact, that 1 point, on We Dem Kidz than it would Eagles. Eagles would be doing a favour for the teams around them, like Risky Business, Karnos, Cool Novici, if I really butchered that name.
I know, it's all good, but it's just like, you know, it's just like, I found something like really funny right there, because it seems like somebody just wasn't really able to recover in a really good way, so he just ended up landing on his teammate upside down. So this is why I just laughed a little. So it has nothing to do.
Turtle time.
Yeah. It's gonna be a huge miss right there from Maniac in the corner. So that could have been a great chance for Eagles to keep on having the pressure.
Yeah, but
Seems like they're still having it, but the ball is just not really in the danger spot. So it's gonna be easily hit. And Pearl with a pre-jump, 0 boost, trying his best to get the second touch. Now it's gonna be Matruda trying to have a center ball. It's gonna be up to Vladimir, and Vladimir is gonna be putting this one in. And We Dem Kidz answer back at Eagles.
Yeah, 1-0 now in the third game. You just got to think, Manijak not getting that save there, which I don't know, maybe was just a bad miss at this level. And another miss, Firm there, Firm missing completely. Vladimir punishing the mistake.
It is definitely a solid kickoff, but everybody just committed to the ball from Dem Kidz, so that just didn't go in. They would have definitely conceded a goal because it was a triple commit coming from Dem Kidz.
Yeah, as we kick off for the 4th time in this match with Vladimir and Matroda. Very, very good passing play. Unable for anything to come from it, but conceding. Eagles scoring there. Who was it? It was Firm.
Oh, it's a team pinch coming from Eagles.
A very, very good strike there between the 2 Eagles players.
Maybe when double commits actually pay off for Eagles.
There's 2-2 now with half the game gone in the 3rd match. Matroda looking to score with an explosion from Vladimir to the Eagles player. Unable to capitalise on it though. Firm now hitting it to the left-hand side of their goal. And now looking for something special. Matroda, though, managing to cut it out. Vladimir just punching, pushing, and scraping his way to the ball to score it, to make it 3-2 to Dem Kidz.
See, that Ramsey was like the last hope for Eagles in the defense, but Vladimir was being so aggressive. He also managed to bump Ramsey to prevent him from making the turn to be in the defense, and he just managed to get the read right away and get to have that leading goal for his team once again. 2 minutes left. It is definitely a close game for Eagles, so I think it is a good chance for Eagles. They're just showing really good potentials, and Firm, he's able to get the redirect, and the timing was just so tight.
What a perfect goal there from the team of Eagles. Firm just on the left-hand tip of his bonnet there, managing to divert it into the net. I don't care how good you are, the chances of you saving that are minimal. A great, great, great shot from Firm to keep him in the game as Pearl looks to capitalise straight away. Vladimir over on the left-hand side, but Manajek takes it away over to Ramsey, who misses it again. And Vladimir had an open goal just for a moment, couldn't get the angle on, but Pearl does, and it's still an open goal for Pearl to take 4-3 to Dem Kidz.
It just took a bit too long for the defense of Eagles to reform and just show up in the defense. It was like everybody got to commit, and there was like a huge mess, and Vladimir, he was able to take the ball to our inside. He was able to get the center ball for his teammate, and once again for Dem Kidz, they go back on the lead. But for Eagles, like getting a redirect like that and also a team pinch, I think it's like these goals aren't really helping you to stay confident in the series. Well, I have no idea what will make you confident, because also getting these goals in a series like against Dem Kidz, for example, it's like you have already done good enough, so you just need to keep on doing what you're doing, and you just avoid these double commits, because every single time we see them, they're just always going to be resulting in a goal.
Yeah, as we see, Eagles pushing up with just a minute left, only 1 goal in it. Eagles pushing desperately to make this a 2-1 series rather than a 3-0. They still have a chance of getting a point as Firm takes a shot, and Matroda with the save. Ramsey there, Vladimir with the save! Straight back in, and Pearl with the save!
Firm! Another shot again!
Firm! Just missing again! Backs to the wall for Dem Kidz, but able to get away the danger. And back again on the attack for Eagles. Pearl takes it away though. An explosion for both teams as Ramsey pushes up. 20 seconds left. Matroda tries to take it away, and Vladimir pumps it upfield to the centre. Ramsey now hitting it back to his own net. Misses the first player. Pearl shoots. Misses. We only got 5 seconds left. It's in the side of Eagles. If they let it touch the floor from now, the game is over. Pearl looking to drop the ball. Matroda keeping it up.
Oh, no way.
A great
They had
finish.
so many shots. They had so many shots. Like, everybody got involved at the end for Eagles. It just, these shots were powerful enough, but it's just the defense for Dem Kidz, Pearl, and I believe Vladimir, they were just involved in the defense. and they were able to keep the ball out of target every single time. That was huge for Eagles, but just why we haven't seen this kind of Eagles from the beginning? They're showing so much potentials, but they just can't really stay for so long.
Definitely there. So we Dem Kidz take the third third win there to win the series, as it looks, with the Eagles deciding not to play that last game in the series, not wanting that 4-0 whitewash. They'll settle with a 3-0 whitewash. So we Dem Kidz keeping their points, all of their points, going up to third place now in the table with 26. There. Now, we'll be back very shortly with the last game of today, which will be the 12th placed LED Gaming going against one of the top teams in the division, Team Black Diamond. We'll be back in just a moment.